life feeling heavy?
Like maybe it's choking you with fear.
Like maybe there's absolutely no hope or light.
A dark thoughts and feelings being triggered from the depths.
You know what you need? A way to shift from the ego mindset to one that's quickity split. So here are some helpful prompts to remind yourself of when you find yourself stuck in an ego storm. These will zoom you back into your truth and remind you that this little life is just a dream. These prompts are basically all reminding you of the same thing in different ways, with the purpose of getting your mind in advanced forgiveness mode, as taught in A Course in Miracles. Overlook the dream. Just like you would overlook a toddler for blowing a raspberry at you in the supermarket. Whatever is happening, whatever feelings are being triggered, it doesn't affect the real you. The real you is blissfully unaware of this little ego blip of time and space, carrying on the business of love, peace and ecstasy in oneness. So, overlook whatever's happening. Don't make it real, because although this all feels very real, it's an ego production that will fade like a dream when you wake up. Let that whole stuff go and relax in the knowledge that you were at home in Loveland all along. Remember God, aka love, aka source. This is where you really are. Separation is an illusion that is being undone right now, just by you remembering these little thoughts. You are completely and totally loved and looked after, bathing in bliss for eternity. This is an opportunity for healing, whatever you're facing. If you're wondering why, if you're wondering what's the lesson, it's to heal. It's signposting you to remember God, nudging you to remember this world is a hoax. This is an opportunity to undo the ego belief system, unblocking your awareness to who and where you've really been all along. Ding! You're not upset for the reason you think. This is A Course in Miracles 101. Any way you're suffering right now is actually symbolic of thinking you separated from God. You're not in pain because your body is sick. It's a form of self-punishment for feeling subconsciously guilty about separating from your source of love and peace. But the separation never occurred. You can relax. You don't feel lonely because you don't have a loving partner or a supportive family. You feel lonely because you think you've lost your connection with Source. But you never did. Remember this. Really remember it. Then relax and watch your dream life transform and heal. Imagine, name of challenging person, is Jesus in disguise, or any lovely enlightened folk. This is a good one for those challenging characters that show up in your dream life like absolute assholes. They aren't really assholes. They're just a projection from the ego belief system, asking for healing. These assholes are your healing ticket home. They're giving you an opportunity to overlook them or overlook the behaviour and see love instead. They're simply a projection of the fear, the loss, the guilt that you feel over the apparent separation. But there was no separation! Thanks, assholes. You can choose again! If you're heavily identifying with the ego thought system right now, and let's face it, most of us get lost in it daily, but you can always choose again. Every moment of every day is an opportunity to choose again. Spirit is constantly there at the sidelines, cheering you on, waiting to pounce as soon as you realign. Even if you've chosen the ego 1,000,000 times, right now you can choose again. Right now is the time. And in the instant that you choose love, the whole world is healed. Seems dramatic, but remember, the whole world is a projection from the one mind. So this simple choice, this tiny change in the projector, changes the entire movie. Would I rather be right or happy? The shitty ego loves being right. But by fighting to be right, the ego always wins. Let us be very clear, it's the ego part of the mind that's winning here, not you. Choosing peace, choosing love, that's actually what winning looks like, every time. You're giving yourself the gift of relief. And you're teaching by example that by tapping out of a debate or an argument, by choosing peace, is the highest, most loving and healing path for all. In the grand scheme of the illusion, it's never worth being right if you're going to lose your peace or your happiness in the process. So, they're my hot tips from A Course in Miracles' Awakening Teachings. As a bonus, I've also got lots of tips to shift your mind, shift your energy if you're in an ego storm within the dream. Extreme self-kindness. Treat yourself like a baby for as long as it takes to get better. Wrap yourself in fluffy blankets, take long, warm baths, massage your hands and your feet, tell yourself in the mirror you love yourself. Energy healing sessions can be amazing to give your mind a kick up the bum and realign with the power of clarity, love, peace. Find a therapist you feel drawn to and a modality that feels light or just of interest to you. Special Hertz frequency music / sound can shift you out of fear and into peace very quickly. Search for special Hertz music for anxiety, Hertz frequency healing sounds. Then play the tunes whilst you wash up, whilst you work, whilst you're driving, whilst you're going to sleep. It can really change the trajectory of your day, your week, your life. Creative expression. Drawing, writing, painting, dancing, singing, playing an instrument, woodwork, crafting, humming. Any way you can get creative will nudge you back into alignment with presence, and peace lives in the present moment. Eating light and fresh. Fats and processed foods slow your body and your mind down. Fresh, light foods lift you up and give you energy. Alongside a light diet, drink 8 glasses of water with a little squeeze of lemon juice to activate the water, and I bet you'll notice a difference. Read any uplifting book of wisdom. Feeding your mind with anything positive and uplifting, and actually that goes for YouTube channels too, will shift your mind gears over to inspiration and joy. Ding! Joyful movement. If going to the gym puts the fear of Chucky in you, then try bouncing on a trampoline. Bouncing on the trampoline. Skipping up and down the kitchen, or dancing to your top 3 tunes. Don't let the ego tell you that movement and exercise needs to be hard. It can feel freeing, fun and delightful. In my experience, when you create your whole lifestyle around the teachings of A Course in Miracles, plus positive holistic lifestyle choices, this gives you the ultimate support to face the dream world of ego suffering and rise back up to where you came from, where you belong, and where you've been all along, because you never really left. I hope these shifty tips helped you shift your mind into the light today. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Please share it with someone that might resonate, and I will see you next time.